Okay. Kung din magingay? Okay. Good. Okay, so first, thanks for having me here, guys. I'm Neil Ibanez. I'm a DevOps engineer at Ingenuity Software. And I'm also the lead of AWS Learning Club in Mindanao. Okay, thank you. So for my session, you will learn how easy it is to build an generative AI application in 20 minutes with Amazon Bedrock knowledge bases and agents. So 20 minutes, 4 rounds, take for 5 minutes, okay? So, ano yung build natin? We're going to build a weather AI application where a user will input or will ask for the weather information of a specific city. So, hindi mag-play yung... Hindi. Anyways, so, you will ask, so, ako na lang, tatanungin ko na lang si AI app, okay, so what's the weather today in Davao City? And ang sasagot niya, ang weather is 39 Celsius, ganun. Ganun yung dapat yung video. Kaso lang, hindi daw mag-play. So, good luck na lang sa akin. So, yun yung i-build natin. Okay, yun. So, this will be made possible through Amazon Bedrock, a managed AWS service that allows us to build and scale generative AI applications using popular foundation models such as Claude, if you're familiar, from Anthropic, right? You can also access pre-trained models for different use cases such as text generation and image creation, and all of that without even needing AI expertise, i.e. me, right? And you also don't need to set up any infrastructure. So, meron tayong mga features within Bedrock. First, knowledge bases. You're ready to use Retrieval Augmented Solution, RAG, where you can enrich AI models with relevant data. A good example of it is when you ask ChatGPT to make your programming exercise, di ba? So wala siyang context kung ano yung programming exercise mo. So, mag-upload ka, i-upload mo yung instruction file, and dun niya, a-answeran. So may context na siya, di ba? Kasi hindi naman trained yung model. Hindi niya naman alam ano yung programming exercise niya, di ba? So with RAG, we are able to augment the prompt with additional context. Now, on the other hand, we have agents. We can now enable models to interact with external systems, automate tasks, basically do stuff for us. So, a lot of AI applications out there, pwede mong tanungin, anong mga current or ano yung mga best flights, yung mga cheap na makikita natin na say for Davao to Manila, right? And meron pa nga iba na pwede na sila yung mag-book for you. So that is an example of an AI application with agents. The AI application will do things for you. So now that we are already familiar with knowledge bases, an out-of-the-box RAG solution, and agents, we can now start building our AI application. First is creating the knowledge base. And we have two prerequisites, which is provisioning our vector database and our data source. So, yeah, data source. Okay. So, I used, video yan guys, but I used Pinecone because it is free. Kung may free plan yung Pinecone to provision a vector index. And the process is very easy, very intuitive. Right, as you can see here, ito lang yung need mo na, yun. Thank you for playing the video. Okay. So, yun lang yung need na configuration nyo. Yung vector dimensions and yung isa. Okay? So now, very easy. Available na yung vector database and just retrieve your API key. Now, kailangan natin yan i-retrieve because gagamitin natin yan later. Tapos, yung data source, diba, dalawa yun. Yung vector database and yung data source. So, yung gagamitin ko na data, so dito tayo sa baba na picture, may, kung kaya nyo makita, meron tayong data about cities. So within that city, ano na yung mga relevant information nga. Dito yung latitude, longitude, population, density. Pero yung pinakakailangan natin dito is latitude and longitude. Okay? So yun yun, kasi gagamitin natin yung later. So now, yung data ko, pwede natin yan i-download as CSV. So nilagay ko yung CSV file sa S3 bucket. As you have heard many times earlier, it is a scalable storage solution, right? So, yun, nilagay natin doon. Then, yung API key kanina sa Pinecone, yung sa vector database natin, nilagay natin sa secrets manager. So, tinur natin siya as a secret. Kasi gagamitin natin yan when we create our knowledge base. So, now na-ready na yung mga prerequisites, yung data source, kasi meron pa yung secret natin. Meron na tayong gumawa ng knowledge base. So, enter any details. You can create a new service role for convenience. Then I chose S3 for the data source because yun yung gamit natin. Then next, tapos for the data source, choose the S3 bucket where you have stored your data source, right? Then, default lang na chunking and parsing configuration. But default lang, within 20 minutes, hindi na natin kailangan yan Then, pinili ko doon yung Pinecone. So, yan lang yun. Pinili ko yung Pinecone na vector database. Nilagay ko yung endpoint niya and yung ARN ng secret. So, yung endpoint and ARN secret. Then, basically, yung nilagay ko dito, placeholder lang yun. So, pinabi ko na lang text and metadata. Then, create. After you create your knowledge base, need i-sync yung data source. So, yun, isi-sync natin yung data source from your S3 para magkalaman yung vector database nyo. It will take minutes, pero skinip ko na, dumiretso na ako sa pag-test. So, pumili ako ng model, then tinest ko. So, what is the latitude and longitude of this city of Los Angeles? So, yun. Pupunin nyo yung data. Magre-respond yan. Yun yung coordinates na binigay niya. Then makikita mo yung chunks na kinuha from the chunking and parsing strategy. Makikita mo dito kasi yun, di ba? Malaki yung data nyo. And hindi nyo yan masustore lahat sa vector database. So, i-chunk nyo yan. And ito yung mga chunks na kinuha niya based from our prompt. So, makikita nyo, andun yung Los Angeles, then yun. So now, na-confirm natin na gumagana yung knowledge base. Okay? With knowledge base alone, you can create a RAG AI solution for your organization. So, thesis idea for college students, di ba? Hindi nyo alam kung ilang absence lang pwede. So, kunin nyo lahat ng documents ng kung anong college kayo, ano yung mga rules, patakaran doon, di ba? Pwede bang mali ganito sa ganitong professor? Kung hindi, okay. So yun. Then, meron ka ng AI, tatanungin ko na, okay, I have 5 absences. GG na ba ako? Hindi. Okay. So yun. Okay, now that we have created our knowledge base, it's time to create our agent. Una yung knowledge base kasi prerequisite siya for the agent. Diba? Kita nyo? Knowledge base. Okay, so, yung kulang na lang yung lambda function. Bakit? Kasi lang, pakita ko na lang sa inyo. So, ito yung lambda function. And, On the right-hand side, may snippet tayo. Basically, ang gagawin lang niya is maggagawa ng request to OpenWeather API. So, itong OpenWeather API, basically, ang gagawin niya dito, OpenWeather API, based from my coordinations, ano yung weather information, diba? Kaya kinuha natin yung coordinates kanina. Kasi gagamitin natin siya dito, diba? Kung makikita nyo, input yung latitude and longitude. So, helper function yung nasa right, tatawagin dito na nasa left. Then, kung makikita nyo, unlearned siya sa lambda function and we have structured our response here. So, ito yung tatawagin ng agent, then ang ibabalik ng lambda function, yung nakuha niya na info or data galing sa OpenWeather API. Then, ibabalik niya sa agent. Right? So now that we have our lambda function, it's time to create our agent. You can name your agent however you want. Ang pinaka-importante, select your model. So I've selected Claude version 2.1. And isa pa sa mga pinaka-importante is you need to You need to provide instructions for the agent. Okay. Babasahin ko na lang kung ano yung in-instruct ko sa agent ko. You are an agent designed to assist users in retrieving weather details for a specific city. When a user provides the name of a city, your task is to convert the city name into its corresponding latitude and longitude coordinates. Using these coordinates, make a request to OpenWeather API to fetch the weather information. So, once you have the details, then present it in a clear manner. Then, sa additional settings, actually hindi nyo na kailangan, pero I just enable the user input so that the agent will ask extra information kapag hindi sufficient yung information niya. Then, after some details, gagawa na tayo ng action group. So, ano yung action group? Yung action group, dito nyo na i-define kung ano yung gagawin. Ang gagawin, di ba? So, okay, any information that we want. Then yung action group type, I opted for the solution of define with API schemas. So, sa next slide, makikita nyo naman na ito yung lalabas na extra configurations. Yung action group invocation. So, makikita nyo, I selected an existing lambda function kasi gumawa tayo ng lambda function kanina. Diba? So, ito yung name ng lambda function. And ito yung i-invoke ng agent later. Then, may existing API schema. May existing API schema tayo. And, in-upload ko na siya in advance. So, ito yung in-upload ko, openapi.json. Ito yung schema ng ating API. Kasi, since Bedrock is a managed service, it will do things for us na hindi na kailangan gawin pa yung API niyo. Yun na, kailangan nyo lang i-define kung yung schema and siya lang gagawa sa lahat. So ito lang yung schema, kung ano yung magiging itsura ng API nyo, then may description sa taas, and may path tayo, and yung path natin is /weather. Then we have a method. So under the /weather, may get tayo. Yan yung get, method natin. So it means na get method. Then we have the parameters. As you can see, latitude and longitude. So yan yung parameters natin. Then sa baba naman, ito yung schema ng response. So you're just basically saying na this is how the response should look like, right? And lastly, add natin yung knowledge base. So, dali na lang yan. Then, may instructions pa tayo. So, nilagay ko, retrieve the latitude and longitude coordinates for the city specified by the user in the prompt. Ensure, blah, 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 blah. So, yun. Now, connect ko na. So, ita-test natin. Diba? Okay, so how's the weather in Los Angeles? Okay. So, yun. Dito, sa right hand side, makikita natin ano yung ginagawa ng agent. So, pre-processing trace. Dito niya, di ba may instructions tayo kanina? Right? Yung maraming instructions, blah, 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 blah. So, need pa yan i-digest ng agent. Okay, gets. Okay. So, after that, makikita niyo dito, the input is asking about the weather in Los Angeles. This seems to be a reasonable question, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so, makikita niyo dito yan. Okay, the input is asking. So, yun, dinadigest niya, understand niya kasi, yun, intelligent daw eh. So, yun. Okay, after that, sa orchestration and knowledge base part. Now, na-understand niya na, okay, ito yung action plan. Sinabi niya na, kukunin ko daw yung latitude and longitude doon sa data natin. So, dito na yung graph. Then, pag nakuha ko na yung latitude and longitude, okay, invoke the Lambda agad. Make a request to Open Weather API. Then, yun. Makikita nyo, ito na yung nire-return. Ito yung chunks. Ito na yung chunks. Ibibigay na. Then, sa step 3 naman. Okay, so, I think, yun. So, model invocation input. So, ngayon. Okay, so, may mga, yun, I think, yung sinabi ko kanina, yun na yun. Yung ginagawa niya, medyo mahaba pa. Pero yun na yun. Sige, dahil lang natin siya matapos. So yun, no? Action group invocation output, di ba? So yung lambda function, kinol na, ngayon, binigay na yung output. So yung output, yung nakita yung output. Ito yung output na binigay. Ay, hindi. Input o pala to, input. Action group input. So, gagawa ko lang siya ng request. Ito yung input, di ba? Ito yung output. So, ito na yung output. Then, lastly, ito yung pinaka-last step. Nakuha niya na yung data from Open Weather API ngayon. Mag-work na si model. Okay, ito yung weather. Ito yung nakuha ko sa Open Weather API. Ngayon, itatry ko siyang i-present in a clear manner. Yun na yun. Para, ang last output is ito. The current weather in Los Angeles is clear. So, same na siya dito. Ito yung final response. Same na siya dito. So, ito yung ibabalik niya. So, now, na-test natin ang agent. Kuya Neil. Nasa loob lang nga ng console. Gusto ko sa loob ng AI application ko. Sige, go. So, ngayon, gagawa tayo ng alias. Makikita nila yan. Basta gagawa tayo ng alias para magamit natin yung ating agent. So ngayon, gagamit tayo ng SDK and yung invoke agent API. So sa SDK, ito yung invoke agent command. So tatawagin na natin yung bedrock and yung agent. And ang mga kailangan na properties is yung agent alias ID, yung agent ID, session ID, and yung input text. Then more logic here and error handling. After that, yun. Pag nalagay niya na sa email application nyo, i-return niya na. So yun na yun. Wait lang. So the weather in New York is currently hazy. So now, within 20 minutes, you have your AI application. So yun guys, very easy to create an AI application, di ba? Because Bedrock do the heavy lifting. All you need is some configurations, just call the APIs, and pwede na pang D6, pwede na pang POC for your boss. Di ba? Gusto ko ng race. So now, nag-learn ako ng AI. So, yung yung salary ko, pang 10% increase na. Diba? Yeah. Okay, so thanks for listening. Salamat. Let's donate sa wherever can we connect. Thank you.